I live in paradise. Beautiful weather, 70 degrees year round. We got the mountains right here, the ocean to my back. Tons of family, tons of memories here. He said, how do you turn off your make money mind when it's family time? I think for entrepreneurs, business owners, for men who are providers, this is one of the hardest things, is when you're with your family to be present. So wherever I'm at, I'm working to be ultra present. Now, unless you're a trust fund baby, no one's gonna give you a handout. You gotta fucking earn it. Every day, I don't have a job. I get to create. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do, and I've learned how to produce income off of my lifestyle by helping other people. Welcome back to another episode of the Unstoppable Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Crane. We're here in beautiful Goleta, California. We're in G-Town, baby. This is where I grew up. This is where I currently reside. It's paradise, right? California politics, that's another subject, but I live in paradise. Beautiful weather, 70 degrees year round. We got the mountains right here, the ocean to my back. Tons of family, tons of memories here, but I'm a different person. I'm a different person than I was when I grew up here, and I thank God for the lessons that I've been taught. Anyway, if you guys are listening to this and you're in the 805 or you want to come to the 805, get a workout, connect in person. Every once in a while I'll do in-person masterminds, but I haven't done them in a while. I've just been busy. But if you want to come and get a workout and connect with me, shoot me a message on Instagram. It's Sean, SEAN _Crane _official. I love getting people in person just to show them my lifestyle and what I do every day, because I want to inspire and impact you. And I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I put in a lot of work for the last 13 years to get me to this point in life. And so if there's something I can show you or share with you that I've gone through that's going to help you, then that's what it's all about. Okay, so as I'm talking to you guys here on the podcast, I'm also streaming live on Instagram. And I told somebody on there, you know, what's something you want to change in your life? What's something you want to improve upon? And so this is what he said, and I'm going to use this episode to provide some value here. He said, how do you turn off your make money mind when it's family time? I think for entrepreneurs, business owners, for men who are providers, this is one of the hardest things, is when you're with your family to be present, okay? I know a lot of guys that tell me when they're at work, they're thinking about their family, and then when they're with their family, they're thinking about work. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. It's very hard for individuals just to be present where they're at. This is something I've worked really hard at. And the last year, I feel like I've dialed it in. Like when I'm home with the family, I'm so present. And when I'm in work mode, I'm so present. The main thing I'm focused on is being where I'm at. If I'm at the gym, I'm at the gym. I'm not on my phone. I don't even wear headphones anymore. I'm just in the gym, in my lift. When I'm with my kids, I'm playing with them. I'm giving them eye contact. When I'm with my wife, I'm not giving her those automated answers, because they can tell when you're not really there, and you just give them one of those, oh yeah, babe, answers, right? They hear it in your tonality. So wherever I'm at, I'm working to be ultra present. Now, I've struggled in the past with that, and I've even had, discussions with my wife where she's like, you're on your phone at home, and, I want you to be here with me. And I've always been very honest with her about the challenges that I face building my business as an entrepreneur. I always express to her what I'm going through, whether it's a financial challenge, just some type of adversity in the business, and helping to bring her into my world and to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I've always told her, like, hey, I don't want to be on my phone at home. I want to be present. But also, I got this dream and this vision that I'm pursuing. Also, I got these bills that we got to pay, and I got this business that I got to build, and these customers to serve, and my employees to pay. And I just always bring her into my world so she can understand how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. So that's the first step, is be honest with your significant other and express to them some of the stress and some of the challenges that you're facing. But if you want to get to the point where you're ultra present, there's really two things that have helped me that'll help you. And number one is super simple. It's make more fucking money. When you have a lot of money, you don't worry about money. And I know it's like, well, duh, right? But that's the truth. There's going to be seasons in your life where you're grinding, you're working hard to get to a place where money is not as much of an issue, or it doesn't stress you out. If you have money in the bank and you got money rolling in, you got your overhead covered, and you're saving and you're investing, you're doing what you want to do with your life, it's a good place to be. It's a good feeling. You got to work really hard to get there. So there's going to be seasons of life until you get there where you are stressed financially, where you don't have enough funds, where you got to work more. And hey, that's what it takes. Unless you're a trust fund, baby, no one's going to give you a handout. You got to fucking earn it, right? And so that's why the communication with your significant other is so important. But even as you're building your business, you're going through that season of financial stress, you can still carve out time each and every day to be present. So, when I was going through that in my life, I would get up at 4, work out, and that would alleviate some of the stress I was going through. I'd grind all day long in business endeavors. And by the time the end of the day came, I didn't want to see my phone anymore because I'd put in so much work. And it was easier for me to be present in those moments with my wife and kids. And we'd go to the park or we'd do something outside. I knew when I got outside, whether it was the beach or the park, and I was with the kids and they were playing and running around, it was so much easier for me to make that transition from work mode to family mode. So for me, there had to be some pattern interrupt or something different than just coming home and sitting around. If I came home from working all day and then everyone's just sitting around, I kind of sit with them and start to get bored and check my phone. All of a sudden, I'm thinking about work again. But if we would go to the beach or go to the park or go to the pool and I'm in the moment with them, it allowed me to make that transition much easier. The second thing that has helped me immensely, and this has taken place the last year, is building a team. I now have a team of 15 amazing individuals that are a part of Unstoppable 365. So when you have a team and you know that tasks and endeavors that need to get done to run the business are being done automatically every day without you even having to see it, touch it, or do it, that's a great feeling. It alleviates a lot of pressure and takes some weight off your shoulders. So for me, those are two things that have made a huge difference: is building the team and making more money so that money's not a problem. I know that for some of you, that's going to be like an answer where you're like, well, damn, Sean, like, how do I make more money? That's a whole separate issue. What I would tell you is you need to be a business owner, not an employee, and you need to have a position in life that allows you to earn exponentially more money than any 9-to-5 out there. If you're working a 9-to-5, you're always going to feel financially strapped. There's always going to be that feeling inside of you where it's never enough. You're going to be just paying your bills each and every month, just trying to get by. I never wanted to live that way. So I was willing stubbornly to pursue my vision, build my business, even when the odds were stacked against me. I was willing to take risk and put myself out there. And now I'm being rewarded for it. So if you're in a position right now that you don't want to be in, learn new skills, observe markets, study, see what people are doing who are successful, who have money, and figure out what you would love to do with your life. Like every day, I don't have a job. I get to create. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do. And I've learned how to produce income off of my lifestyle by helping other people. So if that's a route you want to go, you can get into coaching. If you want to learn sales, which you probably all should, you can sell real estate, you can sell cars, you can sell coaching. Medical devices is a big sale. A lot of people make money in that field. So start identifying what are the skill sets you need. What is the profession change you need to make? Who are the people you need to observe and study? Maybe you hire some of them as mentors. What are the books you need to read? And honestly, every man, your obligation is to earn enough money where money's never a problem. Just like every man should have abs, every man should be a superhero dad for his kids. Like I have certain criteria and boxes that I check personally that I think every man should abide by. That's just my opinion. You don't have to do what I say or do what I do, but I've created a pretty exceptional life for me and my family by focusing on these things. So, I mean, sobriety, right? Work out every day, become an example, become a beast, be well-spoken, know how to articulate and enunciate properly, use your words to convict, motivate, and inspire other people, read a lot of books, educate yourself, and then develop skills that make you a lot of money. Because, hey, I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not a superficial person, but I want so much money that I can just give tons of it away to help other people or bless people or build hospitals or start nonprofits, send my kids to the best schools, build beautiful homes all over the place that we could travel to, see the world together. Nothing's off limits in my life. And in order to do that, you need funds, right? So hope that answered your question, brother. Hope you guys are inspired by this message. Go out there and make an impact and do what you got to do to earn, to provide, and to be a true example.